What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I got my family in the car. We're headed to go meet Killshot. Unfortunately, the drag strip was closed, so no racing content for this weekend. Sadly, they got some damage from the little hurricane slash tropical storm we had, and they're making repairs for that. We will not be able to go to the drag strip. Maybe next week, we'll see. So I'm going to meet Killshot right now to pick up his car from him. We're going to put a fuel pump in it, and we're also going to put the little crossover pump, because it's a saddle style tank. We're going to put the little crossover pump into the feed pump because he's been having issues with that since he got it worked on from another shop from forever ago. We've been combating those issues for a while and just been waiting for these little pumps to arrive so we can fully fix it and get his car running 100%. I'm going to go meet him right now, take the car back home, and do what we need to do. We'll see you guys there. All right, y'all, we just picked up Killshot's car. I got my son in the car with me, holding the laptop so we can data log. And we are going to go get some food first. But yeah, we got the car, and we'll be working on it this weekend, getting some documentation of that, and slightly adjusting the tune once we get the new fuel pump in and stuff. And we'll go from there. It's going to rain. He's got the drag pack on right now, so we'll probably just take it home, let it sit for a minute, and then when the rain goes away, we'll get to cracking on it.
What's up, y'all? As you can see, I found a better way to position my mic. I was watching videos of other people who have mics like this, and most of the people that wear hats just put it on their hat. So hopefully this works out. It is a beautiful Monday evening slash afternoon, and I've got my little fuel with me, my Mountain Dew Maui Burst. I am not sponsored by them, by the way. That'd be awesome, though. Oh, I gotta fix that. You ever get aggravated by that? The little linkage. There we go, baby. Come back here. He's been surviving on a kind of a janky fuel pump setup from its previous builder, so that's what we're here to fix today. And then these are the parts here. We got a radiator there, which we'll be replacing at a different time, not right now. He's got a little minor leak, and he's going to be getting some major work done with me later on, so I told him to just wait. As long as the leak stays, kind of the speed it is right now on the radiator, that as long as he just tops off the water every day, he should be able to keep it safe. That way he's not spending more money than he has to. I'd hate to charge him to do stuff twice. I take care of my customers, and I don't make money off of them when I don't, where I don't need to. Got the main pump, and then we got the feed pump, the passenger side. I'm pretty sure this is the passenger side. We'll see when we open it up. Passenger side pump, driver side pump. This is obviously the main pump that feeds fuel lines and injectors, and then this is just the crossover pump that just pumps from the one side of the saddle tank to the other side to make sure this pump is constantly covered in fuel. All right, should be recording there. Bring my tools around to the other side, and I'll work from that side so you guys can see what I'm doing. Brought a couple tools home from the shop. First thing you do, really easy to get to the pumps on these actually, just like that. So you get that out, and then you shimmy your fat butt in here, or your skinny butt, whatever you are, to kind of get it out of the way and tuck it up in there. You just take your little screwdriver and pop that up real quick. Get that out of the way so you can see it. And we'll put this out on the other side here. And then same for the other side. Let's get your little screwdriver. I'm kind of using a big screwdriver here. It's kind of overkill. But anyways, we'll just unplug this one. This wiring on this has been messed with already. So hopefully that doesn't cause us any issues. I really don't know what this guy had going on, what sort of extending he was doing here. Typically on the 5.7s, when you've got a cam and they're E85, so let's just say your full bolt-ons cam and E85, typically you want to replace the main fuel pump. Technically, you can run E85 without a bigger fuel pump, but most times what happens is you have to neuter the tune a little bit, because E85 requires about 40% more fuel than your typical 93 octane. The best thing you can do is just go get the little drop-in, and this is what I recommend to all my 5.7 customers. And this leaves you room as well for further modification in the future, because most people don't just stop at E85 in a cam. They once they see how that feels and they get used to it, they boost it. And if they are not boosting it, they're going to get a Hellcat or a Scat Pack, and you can use that pump in a Scat Pack. It's a good pump. It's got good growing room. A lot of people go with the Hellcat pumps or the 525 Walbro pumps. I don't recommend those pumps specifically because they produce a lot of heat. And so you run into issues where they burn up a lot quicker as well. And you kind of have to keep them at above half a tank at all times, or else you'll burn your pump out. And even then, the pump longevity it's just not there. And if you're at the point where you really need a 525 setup, like you're pushing the max limits of a 400, what a 400 would support, then I'm not going to recommend you to just go with a single 525 anyways. I would just tell you to get duals, and we would drop back down to like a dual 400 setup. I'll show you guys too why we're replacing this pump, because you don't have to replace this pump when you put a fuel pump in, but because of the way that this pump got hooked up, the only way we can properly hook up the new pump and actually fix the issue we're having, so we're not just putting pumps in pumps and pumps and pumps every 3 months, is to replace that pump. And I'll show you guys here why in a minute. But for now, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to take a drink of my Mountain Dew, and we're going to get to work. That came off quite easy. Normally, it's a little bit harder than that because I've actually removed this once before already. It wasn't as tight as it normally is. So that's what it looks like. You can see that there. It just sits on top of the pump and contains it. The little plastic pieces kind of slide in here. And it's got little metal brackets, actually. Sorry, it's got metal brackets that kind of curve around like that, slide in here and curve around and grab on. And when you turn it, these little pieces kind of lock on it. So you just take these little corners right here and you just punch it to move it out of the way to turn it. All right, hopefully that puts you guys in a position where you can see a little better. Kind of push it forward like that. Uh-oh. May have to get my screwdriver over here. There you go. Normally it's not that tight and it doesn't jump out like that. The way that the crossover line from the feed pump to get to there, the way it was secured on there is incorrect. And it caused this little lid to not be able to sit down on there all the way unless you kind of like forced it. So once you let it loose, those little springs on there just send it flying up. Let's unplug these. Careful not to actually pull on the wires. That's never good when you're unplugging stuff. I'm having a hard time fitting my fat finger behind that right there. But we got it past the little secure point, so now we can just pull it. Do the same with this one. Unplug it, and we'll just set this outside for now. The new pump assembly over here should come with a lid that has the spring and everything, so we don't have to worry about that. So, pocket screwdriver, man. Probably one of the most versatile tools you can ever buy. This line is not supposed to be like that. And then the only other thing is to kind of pull this up just a little and unsecure, fuel in my eyeball, unsecure the other little feed lines, and then you just pull it out. This is the most messy part of it all. Do the best you can to ensure the fuel just kind of goes back into the fuel tank. Some of it is going to make it, into this area here. So you just use a rag and dry that up. I've got plenty of rags here. Okay. I think I need another sip of my dew. A Mountain Dew. Ooh. I don't know if you heard my neck crack, but that was intense. This one's gonna be a little bit harder because it's got this like little quick connect deal on here. You have to squeeze both sides, but the issue is the other side is on the bottom. Most times what I do is I get my little 90-degree pick, which I brought today, and I kind of snake it under and pull it up while I push on this one. So I'm kind of like pushing, both sides, and then I'll just use my other finger to like push it off. All right, finally got it off. That took me about 12 hours. I'm just kidding. It did take me a lot longer than it should have, though. I hate these little quick connects. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. Those are my least favorite automotive creation. Is these little things, man. They're just such a pain in the freaking butt for me. I don't know why. It's just something I've always struggled with. So be really careful with the angle on this because you'll punch a hole in the tank if you're not careful too. So there we go. And it'll come out. All right. Same deal. Just kind of, there we go. You heard it pop up. Oh, get that fuel level sensor out of there. All right, guys. So we got both pumps out. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Any and all support is appreciated. And if it's not too much to ask, go ahead and follow the socials too. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Boy Killshot here. Go follow him. Legendary Killshot is his handle, just like this. Thanks for watching, guys, and let's get back to the video. Here is the reason we are replacing this thing. Because of that right there. I know it seems a bit extreme, and Dallin, why can't you just go in and replace that line? And yeah, you can't buy the line without buying this. You just have to buy the whole thing together because they're heat shrunk on there. So it wouldn't work if you just try to replace the line. It doesn't work. They cut the line short, added this little brass fitting into there, clamped it on there. Another brass fitting, a female fitting, male fitting. They put this little random piece of freaking hose on. Who even knows what this was originally for? On here, and they just slid it on top of the little inlet for the fuel pump there. I'm gonna take a little sip of the dew, and we're gonna get these boxes open and make sure we got everything that we need. Okay, this is the feed pump, little crossover pump deal. Okay, perfect. I get to show you guys what it looks like. Tell you what a pocket screwdriver can't do is find you love. Challenger and Challenger, or Challenger and Charger, sorry. I read it in the wrong order. Can we see it there? All right, good. Yay! Came with a new gasket. Perfect. Now for the fun part. We'll be able to just feed this straight over. And I think something just disconnected. Hold on. Just gotta slide it back on there. Why did it come off? It seems like it comes off way too easy.
Take a quick pause here. As you guys can see, I'm realizing that this little line on the crossover pump is broken. I didn't realize it was broken earlier when I took it out of the box initially, but as I'm sure you guys saw when I highlighted it in the video, it was in fact broken when I took it out. Long story short, I was not able to fix it. I did try a couple things. It didn't work. So I just let the customer know that it was broken and that we were going to have to order a new one. So he went ahead and ordered a new one, and it came in, and we are going to install that one. I did get footage of me trying to fix it, but in the end I decided not to leave it in because it was like over 30 minutes of footage, and I just felt like it wasn't worth the amount of time that it consumed to leave it in the video. It would just be better if I explained it. So anyways, let's get back to work. Come over.
Actually, we'll kind of just set it there. All right. Okay. It's down in there. Actually, take this old one off. New one on. There we go. That seems to be working. I get the angle right on this pipe. There we go. All right. That one's good. That clamp is on there, nice and secure. And we just have to plug these portions in. There we go. Out with the old, in with the new. All right. Guys. All right, stop. I think it just moved. Oh, thank. All right, it's on there. There's weeping holes for it though, so I mean, most of it's probably drained out already. I'm feeling sparky. That's where the harness goes in. Yep.
So that's main pump, is the auxiliary pump?
It's not an auxiliary pump, it's a crossover pump because this is a saddle style tank. So it needs to be able to feed the fuel from one side to the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, it's good. All right. There we go. So I've got Killshot's car running right now. So fuel pump install was successful. And I'm just watching the fuel trims at idle. Just gonna make a couple adjustments. I forgot that since I'm using my wife's laptop, I'm gonna have to re-pull his file because it's not like I have it on her laptop. So just gonna sit here for the next 5 minutes, wait for it to pull the file before I can even do anything. Yay! We're in Killshot's car right now. Right now we're gonna see how wide of a throttle does. So I'll do a little test it here. I'll slow it down. Second gear. Do a 40 roll in second gear. Sounds like he's got a little driveline shake. Almost feels like it's the drive shaft. Alright, so we just uploaded another tune file. We're going to go ahead, take it out, do another test hit. We're going to avoid going past 80 miles an hour because of whatever driveline vibration or shake he's got going on right now. Feels a little bit dangerous. We'll just do digs or maybe like 20 rolls in first gear. And once it hits 80, we'll just let off, which will probably be about halfway through third gear. Okay. All right, we're just gonna do a little 20 roll here because I don't feel like doing a burnout to get his drag pack warm. So hopefully it'll hook up somewhat from a 20. And let's get it. Feels good. I gotta take the traction control off. It flashed the traction control light at me because the tires broke loose a little and it neutered the piss out of the timing. I don't want to be doing burnouts on his tires because, you know, it's a drag pack and it's not like they have a lot of miles on them as it is. So I don't want to be just shredding his tires to warm up just so I can get a proper hit. But all right, so we're on the way to Killshots. We're gonna drop his car off to him. On the way there, we're gonna stop and put a little bit of E85 in him, you know, because we're just cool like that. We'll probably do like 1 or 2 test hits on the way there. And when we get there, we're gonna ask him too if he knows about this whole vibration thing. I'm assuming that he does because there's no way you can get on the highway without knowing about it. So we'll talk about that when we get there. I guess we'll see y'all at Killshot's place, or maybe the gas station first. All right, so we just stopped at the gas station, put about 20 bucks at E85 in there. Now, it's to Killshot's place. All right, just pulled up to Killshot's house. So let's go bring his keys to him and see how he's doing. I got to put the old strap in my car. Big X the plug says, you always keep your freaking weapon. Killshot just proceeds to kill us all. Hey, what's good, man? How are you? I didn't know if that little doorbell thing worked or not. All right. I got it running good, man. That's what I got for you. Only thing I wanted to ask you about, have you noticed that like shaking thing that it's doing, the vibrating thing that it does? Like, it gets pretty bad around like 70 miles an hour. I noticed it when I brought it.
Front tire.
Okay.
Left tire's got a slight bubble in it.
Okay. Your the old fuel pump that you had in there, and then the crossover pump, the old one that was in there. I didn't bring it here. I mean, it's trash, but I did save the one that you want to return. So that way, if you can get your money back for that. And if they need like video proof or something, like I said, I documented it when I unboxed it and it was broken. So. Oh man, I just wanted to record us dropping it off to you, man. There you go. He honked it off too. Just left him, man. All right, y'all. So drop off with Killshot went good. We're back at the house now. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Thanks for watching another video. Hopefully you guys are entertained by this stuff. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. If anyone has it, you know, DM me about it, put it in the comments, whatever. In other news, before I let you guys go, car decals are coming soon. So be on the lookout for them. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Any and all support is appreciated as usual. And thanks for watching another video, guys. Peace.